first public town hall meeting on LECDA Life Insurance under LECDA USA Agenda 28, a 5-year development plan with the goal to increase membership to a minimum of 5,000 by the end of 2024, took place via Zoom conference where over 50 participants were logged in. The meeting started with the introduction of LECDA Life administrators, those that have actually managed the life insurance policy.
State of residence. I am happy to be here. I'm happy to provide as much information as possible along with my colleagues. We discuss LECDA life issues and to see how we can brainstorm together to promote this affordable program for the community. I've been a LECDA life administrator since inception, and I welcome all of you into the forum. I'm going to pass it on to
Fomeche, and I am based in Arizona. I'm one of the administrators.
Barrister Fondungala on the line, please. Barrister, can you please introduce yourself? Thank you.
Very well. Thank you very much, Dr. Palm and everybody else. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All protocol respected. I'm Fidelis Fondungala, and I am part of the administrators of LECDA Life. I became an administrator from inception, and it's a privilege to serve the community. It's a privilege to serve and to ensure that lives matter during when we live in it and after God calls us to his heavenly kingdom. So you're all welcome here, and I hope that we have a good deliberations here and everybody leaves very happy with LECDA Life. Thank you.
Then followed by the BOT of LECDA USA by the CEO, Mr. Etendem Pascal, who oversees the activity of LECDA Life.
Dr. Pam, and again, once more, I want to welcome everybody to this town hall. I will start with the board executive, and I want to beg that because of time constraint, I won't call on people to actually talk, but the mere acknowledgement will be good. I am the CEO. We were elected 2 weeks ago in Maryland, and I have a vice CEO, Mrs. Rebecca. I don't know if she's in here or not.
I am.
Thank you.
I am. Good evening. Yes.
Yeah, so that Mrs. Amin is the vice CEO. We have Madame Therese Fomeche as the chief financial officer. I saw her in here earlier. Madame CFO, are you here? Just an acknowledgement. She's in here somewhere. I see her. And then we have a chief information officer, CFO, which is Your Highness Chief Fomenji. I don't know if he's in here or not. We have our public relation officer, Mr. Oliver Asee of Minka System. I don't know if he's in here or not, but they should be joining us shortly. And the individuals that I introduced, those are the board officials. And of course, that is not all of the board. The board is made up of the chapter and founder president.
Chief Dr. Fomeche, who is the administrator, gave an overview of LECDA Life Insurance policy, how it started, how much it has grown, including different requirements and different benefit package.
Those who are 50 years and below, and the wait period is 90 days for you to qualify to benefit. And for those who are above 50 years, the wait period is 150 days. To become a member, you make a one-time enrollment fee of $20, and you also pay an administrative fee of $12, which helps us to take care of the day-to-day activities of LECDA Life. We have a paid administrative assistant, and then we also have a LECDA Life representative at every funeral, which includes the cost of that member going there, hotel and everything included. So, as I said at the beginning, we started with 664 members in 2019. 2020, we moved up by 300 to 1,063 members. 2021, we moved up by 400 members to 1,492. 2022, we moved up slightly up by 300 members to 1,770 members. And currently, we are sitting somewhere around 2,000 members based on the recent one. But at the time that this slide was put up at the end of last month, we had 1,931 members. Standard benefits, and we have one substandard benefit. The standard benefit is 15,000 currently, and that is what we pay out for people who die in the United States, who reside in the United States, die in the United States, and want to be buried outside the United States.
He then went ahead to present the new changes that may likely take place, like the increase of death benefit from 15,000 to 25,000, stating that LECDA Life is a community program. Members should have a say by participating on the survey. However, such increase in benefit would likely come with a higher cost of contribution, saying if members were previously contributing $10 for a benefit of 15,000, they will now contribute $12 for the benefit of 25,000.
But if we use the projection of 2022 to see what it would have been if we roll out 25,000 package to families, you'll find that with a basic calculation of 2,100 members that we are looking at getting into by January 2024, if we pay 2,500 to a family, the cost for each member that was $10.42 in 2022 will go up to $12.35 for each member's contribution, individual member contribution. But if we roll out 10,000 package for death, for the sake of this meeting, I'll just call it Cameroon and bury it in Cameroon. The 10,000 that we give to members, individual contribution will be $4.94. $4.94.
And the good news will be that if 5,000 members enroll into the program, the amount contributed will be less because it will be spread amongst many people. There was a short question and answer section after the first part of this presentation. One of the questions was, if members leave US to another country and continue to pay their annual fees and contribution, would their benefits still be active if something were to happen to them? If somebody comes to the United States and live here for a certain amount of time, say some mother, some parent, they come here, they take care of children. After some time, they retire and go back home while they were registered with LECDA Life, and they never return to the US. If they die in Cameroon while their benefit were still active, would they still receive a full package?
As long as you were resident here at the time that you enrolled in LECDA Life, like Chief says, if you go back to Cameroon and something keeps you and you remain there, you will still be eligible. Plus, it doesn't hurt LECDA Life in any way if you are there and you still pay your premiums and still contribute to death benefit here. You would be okay being in Cameroon and something happens to you, and we can still compensate you and give you your benefit. It's the same thing with life insurance here. If I'm in the US now, I can move back to Cameroon. I'm entitled to keep my life insurance while I stay in Cameroon. As long as I pay my premium and I stay in Cameroon, something happens to me, my family will still recover my benefits from my life insurance. It's the same concept.
The issue of sustainability was discussed, and many people were concerned in protecting the program because of the huge benefit. And the message was reinforced that it is a community program owned by LECDA USA and will remain the program of LECDA USA based on the policy and the way it is managed.
This program is for the community, by the community, to sustain the community. That's the whole reason why LECDA Life was created. Was created by the people, for the people, to be run by the people. As Chief said, there are 6 administrators, and they have the board of trustees of LECDA USA, who provides an oversight to what they do. I, as an administrator and a founder, cannot come here and make decisions on this program without the consent of, number one, the other 5 administrators and also the board of trustees of LECDA USA. That is just not how the program is run, which also allow us and give us the leverage to be able to work for the community. This is a community program to serve the community, and no administrator here will take it as their personal business, because we already have provision to make sure that doesn't happen.
The second part of discussion will focus on online enrollment format to give people the opportunity to enroll as individuals. It is important to note that the insurance policy is structured in small groups headed by coordinators who are responsible for collecting payment and passing on information to their groups. And in most cases, group comprises of at least 10 members, where a family can group themselves together and choose their coordinator.
You know how things are these days. We have a lot of young folks. Times have changed. Some people are more individualistic now. You have folks who like to be by themselves. There's social media. People like to be on the internet and all. So we're taking into consideration all those things and the development of society. And we're saying that, okay, we're not going to restrict the life now to only groups of 10 or more. We want to go with how people and things have changed and allow individuals, single people, to be able to register and become members of LECDA Life.
The CEO, Mr. Etienne Pascal, took over the floor and presented what he called the new CEO enrollment period, stating that anyone who enroll starting from the date of this conference to October 28, 2023, their benefit will start in 2 months instead of the 3 months wait period.
In honor of Simple Me, and they said whoever registers after this town hall meeting today will not have to wait for 90 days in order to be eligible for benefit. They will only have to wait for 60 days. I feel so flattered, and at the same time, I'm so happy with the individuals who've contacted me behind the scene, pledging support and asking so many questions with regard to LECDA Life. But I'm hoping that the discussions we're having here will be broadcasted to the larger LEBLM community.
Each group were encouraged to keep up with their financial contribution, because if a member in a group is in default, that will affect the group negatively.
It's September 25th, and a member dies September 26th. That member is not in good standing if the group has not contributed. We have had groups that have not had benefit because of that. Unfortunately, the claim is that 1 or 2 persons were holding back. Unfortunately, we cannot deal with that. So there's a deadline for payment, and every group has the responsibility to make payment, no matter how small the amount is. Because like in the experience that we are having right now, the member who held back the group from getting benefit of 15,000 will have to deal with that.
Then came the third part of the conference, which was the recognition of some outstanding coordinator who has able to manage their group effectively.
A simple thank you for all what they have put, into LECDA Life. I know I'm an administrator, and also, I have groups that I'm collecting, money day and night from. It is difficult. And we all want to say thank you. And we hope this award will just encourage you to do more of what you've already been doing. And you also extend this thank you to your members, because without them, I don't think, you as the coordinator will be collecting this award. We also want to say thank you to those LECDA Life members who contributed on time. Because if they did not send their payments on time, I don't think the coordinator will be able to pay these checks, to LECDA Life on time. And we need this money on time, as you all have heard today. It is very, very important to make your payments on time. So to that, outstanding job, we say thank you today.
Thank you, Mafo. The first award, as we see on the slide, is going to Nkem Kimbin Focha Valentine. And Valentine is the coordinator for Focha, Ohio. Valentine has been very instrumental in increasing membership, group management, and the sustainability of LECDA USA. Nkem,
okay, Sister Rosa, for some reason, it's not coming up. Okay. Sister Rosa, is she here today?
I'm sure she.
Okay. Again, we want to thank you for this award today, for the good job you have done to your group, and also to thank the group that has contributed, on time. Every, time we send out an invoice, they contributed on time, and we really want to appreciate all the effort.
Then the recognition of Professor Ngezem, the former CEO of LECDA USA, who LECDA Life was conceived under his leadership.
It was during his leadership that LECDA Life was formed. So Professor Ngezem is getting an outstanding award, lifetime award. LECDA Life was created under his leadership as the CEO of LECDA USA. So that's where the connection is. So he was the CEO of LECDA USA, and he founded LECDA Life under his leadership. So we want to give sincere appreciation to Professor Eugene Ngezem of Georgia for his contribution to the community, for sustaining this community, and for uplifting this community.
And then Professor Ndemanu would actually design the KIT program.
Professor Ndemanu came to the administrators and said to us, it looks like the kids' contribution towards the adult debt is weighing a lot on the families. Is it possible for LECDA Life to create a separate kids program? That initiation by Professor Ndemanu has been a major transformation for this LECDA Life program.
The new CEO then gave his closing remark while making some big gesture that any new group that is formed with 20 members or more, he will pay for their registration fees.
It's possible that we can have multiple groups coming up. I will leave it up to the administrative assistants. Any group that comes up, or any individual that comes up to you with 20 plus members, let me know, and I will be sending $1,000 to start that group for you. I just wanted to clarify on that. And again, I wanted to thank the LECDA Life administrators for giving me the honor. The one thing that I will promise the assembly, the BLM community, the LECDA community that owns this LECDA Life, is that we are going to be very judicious the way we take decision in LECDA Life to ensure sustainability. I've heard a lot of people express skepticism with regard to bumping up this amount from 15 to 25,000. Of course, that is why I sit in the board of LECDA Life. It's not a do or die business. We are going to make sure that we make it happen, and making it happen is going up with aggressive marketing to make sure that we get the numbers to make that increase possible. And we cannot make that possible without you. So the same people who are expressing the worry in terms of payment when we raise the number, and the solution lies with you. Going out there and talking to your brothers and sisters and seeing how we can actually increase the number. And the good thing there is that if we're able to get it to 7,000, we are going to be able to give 25,000 even with less contribution, because this thing lies in the powers of numbers. The more people we get, the more money with less contribution per member. So the answer to our problem lies in our hands. I want to thank the current administrators for the wonderful job they have been doing. I want to congratulate those who have been outstanding in their delivery, especially in paying in a timely manner. Then from here, I'm equally an administrator, and I have to. Somebody made a comment here that Sister Jackie should not expect that next year. I do not want to say that, but I'm making a comment too that I don't think I will let that recognition escape me as a coordinator. In the same light, I am inspired. Thank you so much for recognizing Professor Ngezem for what he has done. He is no longer in the board. He is no longer in the among the administrators, but I think he has left a legacy for us to follow. And we are going to work as a team to make sure that each time he turns to LECDA Life, he will be very proud that he started this, and we are carrying along with it. They gave him that recognition as a CEO, and I'm looking forward. I am not going to kill something that he started, but I'm going to multiply it before I leave it to the next person coming. Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful evening.
Then Chief Dr. Fomenche also gave his closing remark, stating the motto of LECDA Life as ensuring the respect of your dignity in life and in transition.
LECDA Life is built to ensure that we respect the individual dignity, both during the period that they're at life and during the period that they're in transition. That is the work we are doing as administrators, and we want to thank all of those who are participating to make sure that whether you are here for one day, whether you are here as a billionaire, whatever you are, whatever community you belong to, we respect you.
You can write to LECDA Life through lecdalife@gmail.com for more information. And for this presentation, I'm Ernest Kumba, a US Gaza Media correspondent.